Hi everyone, this is AJ again from SatsOverCents, and welcome to another episode talking about Bitcoin. Today's episode is going to be about why should you self-custody your Bitcoin. So I have my buddy Varun here, who's an expert on that topic. So I'm going to stop talking and just pass on the mic to my buddy Varun here. Hey Varun, over to you.
Thanks, AJ. Hey, everyone. Yes, this is a very important step why one should, self-custody their Bitcoins. Because you need to remind yourself what was the first thought of you getting into this Bitcoin world, right? The idea was to be in 100% control. The idea was to have 100% ownership. People keep saying that not your keys, not your coins, and which is a very true statement. Somebody who's been into this Bitcoin world, they would know that time and again, people have actually lost trust and they feel that Bitcoin is a pump and dump scheme or Bitcoin is a scam. It's not because of the protocol Bitcoin. It's not because of a cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. It's because exchanges like Mt. Gox they basically vanished from the market, which we saw what happened 10 years ago. And there was also a documentary on Netflix, Trust No One, right? And recently we saw that it happened with FTX exchanges. So it's very important to remind yourself that what was the first thought of you getting into this Bitcoin? Because you know that the current financial system is broken and there is actually no control over your own money, be it money in your bank account or let's say you're buying stocks from an application. You only invest in fiat currencies and you only withdraw fiat currencies. You don't technically own anything. Forget about stocks, even your real estate. I mean, you
Mm,
technically don't own it because you pay property taxes. And the minute you stop paying property taxes, you'll be thrown out of your house. So when someone says that you have in 100% ownership or 100% control, Bitcoin is only asset, I would say. And why it's important? So that, you can protect yourself, number one, and you can move anywhere in the world. Now, let me give you a small example. Let's say I want to move uh, to another part of the world, right? And I cannot take cash. Okay, I can take a certain amount of cash on my passport. I can take physical gold, but I can wear it in the form of jewelry. But there is also a limitation on that. I can't take my house. I can't take my stocks with me. So basically, Bitcoin is the only thing which I can take it with me.
mm,
Either I can take it in the form of having a cold wallet. The reason it is called cold wallet is because it's not connected to the internet. And it's also called hardware wallet. So it's one and the same thing. To make it very simple, think of a pen drive. You know
mm.
what's the size of a pen drive? That is actually the size of uh, a cold wallet.
Well,
Right? And there are multiple brands, but if you ask me, my 2 cents would be I probably would say go for Trezor or go for Cold Card, which
mm,
are both equally good, tried and tested. It's an open source, and you can verify the code and all of that. And it's important that you should also memorize your seed phrase, right? Because you shouldn't be dependent on that. Now, again, you'll be like, if you don't trust your memory, and nowadays, with so much of distraction, what we have on the internet, so there are certain tools available where you can further put your seed phrase, be it 12 words or 24 words, depending on that. You can put that on a steel titanium plate and you can further secure your seed phrase. But make it a point that you never speak the words loudly because you have given microphone access to your phones. So that's important. Let's say WhatsApp, Instagram, you name it. Like you've given your microphone access, so your phone is listening to you. You know that. And also never store it on your laptop or your computer. Make sure it is not there because your phone can get hacked, your computer can also get hacked, and all of that. And think of it like it's more important than your own shadow because I want to get a little philosophical here, but let's say when there is darkness around you, even your shadow leaves you. So I would say that when it comes to Bitcoin, don't even trust your own shadow. So that's the way I want to put it across.
yeah. Yeah, so think of that putting a big amount of money into a safe security box. Obviously, you will want to protect that, with your body, with your life, right? If it's substantial. So that's the kind of degree that you need to think about.
Yeah, and the reason I said that, you should memorize it, let's say, you're at the airport and they say that, oh, you can't take this pen drive. So you destroy the pen drive or the cold wallet, right? And then
Mm,
wherever you're moving to, you buy the cold wallet and you put in your 12 and 24 words. The money is back. into your wallet. So this is the
Oh, wow.
power that self-custody gives you, right? And one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin anywhere in the world. So that's the beauty. It's not like you're going to be losing value just because you're moving from a developed country to a developing country. It doesn't matter.
Oh, so the keys are not actually on the cold wallet. It is actually in the cloud.
So technically, your coins are not on the pen drive. People, a lot of people feel that when I am doing self-custody, that means my Bitcoin is in my pen drive or the cold wallet. No, the coins, everything is on the blockchain. You have the key to control it.
I see.
It's like without that key,
Interesting.
you cannot open that vault.
Right. Right.
And
And
people
you
choose 12 or 4, depending on, yeah.
right. Right.
Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. So you mean like that pen drive or that cold wallet is just a medium for you to go and put in your keys so that you can actually see what's behind that. So it's not really
You can
storing.
access your coins.
Right. Okay.
Absolutely. So
Okay.
you're not storing the coins on the pen drive. It is just a key that you're storing,
Right.
which gives
Right.
access to your vault, and all the no coins can leave the blockchain. It's
Right.
just that everybody has their own vaults and they have their own keys.
Okay, got it. Got it. And for somebody who's not very tech savvy, Varun, what would you like to, compare that experience of creating your own cold wallet, adding in your keys, memorizing it, storing it, securely, that whole experience, somebody who's not from a tech crypto background, how would you compare that experience to something which is not techy?
I would say think of it, it's like driving. If you're driving, initially you would have some kind of hiccups. You will not know how
Mm,
big the car is, if you have enough space to maneuver around. But as and when you keep driving, you become better at it. And I
I
feel
see.
that anybody who can manage a smartphone today, anybody who's able to drive today, should be able to do this. But
All
if
right.
not,
Okay.
they can certainly book a call, and we provide that service on
Okay.
hourly basis. So if somebody wants, and we've done that with other clients as well, if you want us to take step by step with you and walk the entire path with you, we certainly provide that service, which you can find on SatsOverCents.com, and you can book a call with us.
Yeah, that's a good opportunity to have a self-plug of SatsOverCents, which is great. So yeah, thanks for that. I think that was really easy to understand. Somebody who is not comfortable, who has some, even if it's as small as 0.01% of a Bitcoin, and you're not comfortable uh, of self-custodying it, yeah, please feel free to reach out. Put the comments in the video below. Put your comments below, and then we will have a look. And, if you want to reach out, as Varun said, satsoversense.com is the place to be. It's not really complicated. I used to think it is, but, I've seen a demo, I've tried it, and it's not complicated. It's like, Varun, as you said, just kind of maneuvering the settings on your phone, on your smartphone. If you can do that, you can do your own self-custody. So that's
Yeah.
great. Thanks, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the session. If there are any other topics from this episode session that you want us to elaborate on, to talk more in depth about, please leave a comment below, and we will make sure that we cover that in the next few, future videos to come.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good one.